Hey there, church family. As you know, we finished up the book of Esther on our Tuesday and Thursday devotionals. Well, today I wanted to bring you something just a little bit different, just a one-off devotional, just something for you to be fed a little bit and something for you to think about on this Thursday evening as we get closer and closer to the weekend. The weekend's where everybody has plans, things they want to go do, myself included, things that are fun, things I've been thinking about all week. And so I'm the kind of guy that if you know anything about me, I like taking things apart and trying to put them back together. I don't always do a great job of putting them back together, but I do my best. And one of the reasons that I like taking things apart and putting them back together is because I can learn a lot about how they practically work. That way, if something goes wrong later, I'll be able to kind of deduce what is the problem and how can I fix it and things like that. That's just my nature. It's one of the things I like to do, kind of piddle around with things and just see how they work, see what I can fix, take old things, make them new, etc. Love to do those kinds of things. So I'm always thinking about, practically how things work or, getting to the point and things like that. In the book of Ecclesiastes, we have a passage that really gets to the point, practically tells us what is the most important thing. And so Ecclesiastes, we have that because Solomon penned down a lot of things that were important that he learned throughout his life. Now, Solomon was the son of David, and Solomon was the third king of Israel. Solomon spent a lot of time building and trying to put things together. His dad was more of a warrior, came in, conquered, did these things, and he was famous for being on the battlefield and all the things that he had done on the battlefield. Solomon is known for his wisdom. He's known as a builder. Solomon pursued a lot of things in life. He had like hundreds of wives continuing to try to, fill a void in his life. And he had, built all these things, done all these accomplishments, and constantly trying to, do something to fill this void. What's the point of it? He had all the resources he could ever imagine wanting and all the time, that all of us have, and he could just focus it and put it on whatever he wanted to. That also included reading books and studying and trying to learn and those sorts of things, pursuing wisdom. And so the Bible tells us, obviously, other than Jesus Christ himself, that he's the wisest man that ever lived. And so Solomon and all of his wisdom breaks it down and gives it to us just practically in a short, very short point right here. And this is what he says in the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12. This is the last chapter. He says this in verse 13, "The end of the matter, all has been heard. Fear God and keep his commandments. For this is the whole duty of man. For God will bring every deed into judgment with every secret thing, whether good or evil." The two things, fear God and keep his commandments. Solomon, with all that he experienced, Solomon, with everything that was at his disposal, with all of his wisdom and everything that he tried to do and did accomplish and the things he failed at and the things that he tried and tried again and tried to set a new record for and do all these things, he figures it out. What's most important in life is to fear God and keep his commandments. Listen, I don't know what it is today that you're pursuing or what it is that's, at the center of your heart and your focus and your attention. But the Bible tells us the most important thing for us is to fear God and keep his commandments. So when it's all said and done, how well are you going to do when it comes to keeping God's commandments, fearing God, having reverence for him, respect for him, worship for him? Is God number one? Do you have a relationship with God? Listen, we'd love to talk with you a little bit more here at the church about how you can have a relationship with God, how you can know him and know him deeply and closely, how God can be your Father and how he wants to take care of you and how he even sent his son, Jesus Christ, to die for you. The most important thing in life has nothing to do with all the other things that you could possibly be pursuing. All that matters is that you fear God and keep his commandments. God bless you. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you soon.